Hello Mick, hello Tricia. I'm very grateful for the opportunity to be able to contribute to this remote farewell, and on behalf of the diocese to thank the two of you for all that you've contributed to our life over the decades, both at Deepcar and at STC. Growth has followed you wherever you've been, and on behalf of the diocese I want to say how grateful we are for a ministry that has been faithful and fruitful. On a personal note, I want to thank you for the way in which you've always gone out of your way to encourage and support me. I'm thinking of the way that you've invited me many times to preach at your gatherings at STC. For the invitations you've also given me to meet up with you for lunch, Mick, from time to time, and also for the way in which you've attended events when I've specifically asked you to do that. It's meant a lot. You have a great gift of encouragement, the two of you. Whenever I've been to STC, I've always been made to feel very much at home. And I don't think that's just because I'm the bishop. It's a ministry that you both share, for which we're all grateful. And lastly, I just want to salute you in the decision that you've made about your retirement. It must be hard after 2 decades at the helm at STC to hear the Lord saying that it's time to hand on the baton. And all the more at a moment like this, when it's not possible for you to have a kind of physical farewell at an actual gathering of the people of God. But courage and obedience to the Lord have been hallmarks of your ministry over the years, and so it shouldn't come as any surprise to us that you have indeed heard the Lord calling you to call it time and to usher in a new generation of leadership at STC. So for that obedience, for that courage too, I want to thank you today. So with everybody else, I'm sure, I just want to assure you that I am praying that the Lord will indeed bless you richly in the months and years to come. And for all that you've given us, I want to say thank you.
Wow, Mick and Tricia Woodhead, you are the most amazing, wonderful couple. And I just want to say congratulations on your years of amazing ministry at St Thomas Crooks. You have had such an impact on the church, but also on the whole city of Sheffield, on the schools, on young people. It has been an astonishing ministry, and you've had such an impact on our lives. Pippa and myself are so grateful to you for all the love, support, kindness you've shown. And if anyone deserves to have an amazing retirement, it's you. So we hope and pray that you will have the most wonderful retirement with your children and your grandchildren, and send you so much love. God bless.
Hey there, everyone. It's a special blessing that we're sending to Mick and Tricia on their retirement.
Yay!
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 What an amazing, amazing team you've been, and what a blessing you've been to us and to the worldwide movement of mission and discipleship. I was talking to Sally, and I was asking her, what should we say that is something that Mick and Tricia have done? And we remembered a verse from, I think maybe the smallest book in the New Testament, the book of Philemon, where it says, you have refreshed the hearts of the saints. And of course, you've definitely done that. You've encouraged and you've comforted and you've caused us to feel blessed in so many ways. But that word refreshed is an interesting word because it also means you've made us brave. And so that is absolutely true of you.
Absolutely.
You've made us brave. You make us want to be better. You make us want to be braver, and you make us want to go out and see the kingdom of Jesus extended. Thank you for all you've done. You're an incredible gift, and we're looking forward to seeing you over here soon.
Yay!
You never know.
Yay!
God bless. Bye-bye.
Hi! With the Vaughan family, Mick and Tricia, thank you for everything you've done for leading our church so wonderfully. We've been part of the church for 18 years. Mick, you married us many years ago. We had our children in this church, and so STC has been the reason that we've stayed in Sheffield, and we've we've really dedicated our lives to Sheffield.
Yeah, we found it really difficult to think of just one thing to give thanks for, but actually the thing that really came to mind was something that still just resonates with us on a really regular basis, and that is the words that you spoke over us at our wedding, Mick. The sermon that you spoke, they are words that we have carried into our marriage, that we remind each other of on a regular basis. They're words that we have taken into the way that we raise our children, to the relationships that we have with our friends, with our family. We just can't thank you enough for the input that you've had into our lives, and for the input that you've had into our children's lives. They have a really strong faith too, and it is all from being part of this wonderful church community at STC.
Thank you for all that you've invested in us, for standing with us when times have been tricky, and for rejoicing with us in all that we've had to celebrate.
Thank you, Mick and Tricia, for leading our church.
Hi there, my name's Barney and I've been a student here at STC for 2 years, and I just want to say a massive thank you to you, Mick and Tricia, for leading the church over that time. One of the things that I remember the most about Mick and Tricia is the times that Mick has stood up at the front of the stage and just said, just go for it. Doesn't matter what it is, doesn't matter where in Sheffield, what it is that you're doing for other people, just go for it, be bold and do it. And those kind of missional seeds are the ones that will just follow me, not just for my student career, but for the rest of my career as well. And I just thank you so much for those messages of encouragement from Mick and Tricia all the way through that time. It's been lots of fun. Thank you so much, Mick and Tricia, and all the best for the future.
Thank you, Mick and Tricia, for all your dedication to the church services, and especially 7 p.m, giving so much passion and energy to engage us all.
Thank you for your great work with online church and growing the church through this challenging time.
Thank you for how much you have changed STC over the last 20 years.
Thank you, Mick and Tricia, from all the youth.
Hi STC Church family, my name's Anna Brett and I've been part of STC for nearly 18 years. I want to give thanks for the way that Mick and Tricia have committed to this place and sought God for it through all of that time and longer. When I first arrived at St Thomas STC, Crooks was a far smaller community. St Thomas's had just planted into the city, into what became Philadelphia. It's been such a privilege to be part of and see the way the church has grown and built over those years, and I know that would not have been possible without Mick and Tricia. So thank you so much for spurring us on, for casting the vision and recasting it, for inspiring us, and for not letting us stay in our comfort zones when sometimes we might have wanted to. I want to also thank you for committing to investing in and training up and then releasing young leaders, for training us all to be disciples who look to make disciples wherever we are. STC today is testament to your energy, your commitment, your passion, your effort, and we thank you for it. Thank you, Mick and Tricia, for leading our church.
Hi STC Church family, I'm Laura and this is my husband Steve. We'd like to give thanks for Mick and Tricia and the way throughout their ministry they have steadfastly and passionately shared the gospel with and discipled children and young people. I experienced this myself as a child and teenager in Deepcar, and I have so many fond memories of that time. I can remember Mick in school assemblies with his guitar singing to us all. And now over the last 5 years, my own children have started their walk with Jesus here in this church, led by Mick and Tricia, that is passionate to see its young people know him.
And one of my earliest memories of being at STC as a fresh-faced student is Mick warmly welcoming me by name and telling me how pleased he was to have me as part of the church community. And in the 16 years I've known them, he and Tricia have so faithfully modelled Jesus' servant leadership, his sacrificial generosity and his godly encouragement. So I want to say thank you to them for the influence they've had on my life at such a formative time. Thank you, Mick and Tricia, for leading our church.
Hey Mick and Tricia, I want to say a massive thank you for everything that you've done at STC and how you've blessed me and my family so much. As a young person, your leadership made church a place where I just wanted to be, because there was a thriving community, there were people on fire for God, and there was just this. It made God relevant to me and something that I wanted in my life, and I want to thank you both so much for that. And particularly, I want to thank you for your your passion for young people, your passion for their lives being changed, and the relentless energy you've had for Shine, the Higher Tour, the Message, Alpha, all of that. And it's been an incredible environment to grow up in, where there's this passion for lives being massively impacted by God. And it's rubbed off, man. Like, your vision and your passion has become a major motivation in my faith. I've got involved with youth work, and I want to see more of God transforming young people's lives. And I just want to thank you both for having the energy and the passion and the drive to keep on with that. Thank you so much.
Hello, I'm John, and I'm here to say thank you to Mick and Tricia for your amazing leadership. I've been at St Thomas for 13 years now, and I've seen the impact you have. You've helped me learn more about who Jesus is and what it means to follow him. You've helped me grow as a disciple, and your teaching, your guidance, but especially your willingness to raise new leaders up have helped me develop as a follower of Christ. I just want to say a massive thank you to both of you. During my time first as a student, then doing form, and now as a youngish adult, your leadership has inspired me to seek God and trust him and to step out in faith. Thank you so much for everything you've done for me and for this church, and I wish you all the best for the future.
Hello, it's me, Hannah. And I'm Abby, and we just wanted to say a massive thank you to Mick and Tricia for all their wonderful leadership over these years.
When I came to Sheffield as a student, I was a Christian, and I really just wanted to live out my faith every day, not just on a Sunday, and not just as something that I knew, but something that went beyond that. And I didn't really understand how I did that or what that looked like. So coming to STC and seeing that in action, and hearing how other people were doing the Christian life and seeing that through Mick and Tricia's leadership was so important for me and my faith.
And I've just really appreciated the fact that ever since I arrived at STC about 7 years ago as a student, I've always just felt so welcomed and part of the church sort of straight away. And I think that just reflects Mick and Tricia's heart for just really investing in students and young people, no matter how short or how long a time you're around, you're kind of part of the church family. I think that's a real powerful reflection of God's heart for his people, and of our part as kind of God's wider family. And yeah, just really thankful for all that Mick and Tricia have invested in students and young people, young adults over these years.
So we just wanted to wish you a really happy retirement from us.
Hi there, Mick and Trish. It's John and Ruth here. We just wanted to say a massive thank you to you both for your passion and commitment that you've brought to St Thomas's over the years. We remember the time before you came when we were being caretaker-led from down the hill, and you brought a new direction for the church here in the local church, and it's been fabulous to be part of that. We're so grateful that you saw that we had a passion for young people, and that we got involved with the students in the early days, getting to know some of the fabulous people that are still around in the church today from those times. We just wanted to say a massive thank you to you, and to wish you every blessing in the next stage of your adventure with Jesus. Bless you. Thank you so much. Bye.
Thank you. Mick and Trish from Encounter Cluster. Thank you for leading a church where students can grow in their faith.
Thank you, Mick and Tricia, for leading such a welcoming church that has made so many students feel so at home in Sheffield.
Thank you, Mick and Tricia, for everything you've done the past few years for us students, and every blessing for your future.